weeks, people, the regular season finale. But for today, it's taking care of business against Iowa State. Here we go. Thanks for joining us for the Sooner Softball pregame show presented by Schwab Meat, the official hot dog and brat partner of OU Athletics. And as Carly Spellhog digs in, the first pitch from Jordy Ball is in for a strike. Time of first pitch, 1:03. Not too shabby. Spellhog been in the leadoff spot all weekend long for Iowa State. The 0-1 pitch headed home for Jordy Ball. It's a little bit up, 1 ball and 1 strike. OU baseball already in the top of the 4th inning, by the way. In their game, it's 1-1. Top of the 4th between OU and Kansas. 1 ball, 1 strike. They're playing 2 today up in Lawrence because of the concerns over weather. Swing and a miss. And again, the one thing that is absolutely intriguing about Carly Spellhog is all weekend long, well, at least the doubleheader last night, she moves around in the box a lot, but not in what would be a typical or traditional slapper fashion. Here's the 1-2 from Ball. Line drive, foul down the third base line. I mean, typically, I don't have to be doling out any lessons here, but for the most part, when you see someone moving around in the batter's box, they're moving north and south. She gets going a little east and west. And it really hasn't helped her too much this weekend, regardless. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball stares in. The pitch, off speed, swing and a miss. 1 away. Oh, she took a little off of it. Spellhog drilled herself in the ground. Here's Michaela Ramos. Ramos up to .331 on the season for Iowa State.
Number 44, Michaela Ramos.
She was the preseason pick on the All Big 12 team at catcher, though she hasn't caught much, if at all, this weekend as the first pitch is in for a strike. In fact, she's not going to catch whenever Iowa State takes the field. I mean, Angelita Fuentes will. And Ramos has been impressive. The 0-1 pitch misses low. Caught that lower edge of the strike zone. No balls and 2 strikes. How about that? That looked like it was going to be out of the zone, but no balls and 2 strikes for the Riverside, California product, Michaela Ramos. Ball brings home the 0-2. Came inside tight, almost hit her. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ramos last year was a second-team All-Big 12 performer. Was a part of the All-Big 12 freshman team during her first season. Set an Iowa State single-season record last year with 57 runs batted in. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Popped up on the infield. Jana Johns is all over it, and there's quickly 2 away. Two outs for Angelina Allens,
who for the Cyclones, number 23, Angelina Allens.
Might not have much to show from a hits perspective this weekend, but man, it feels like she is right in the middle of everything for Iowa State. The left-handed hitting freshman swings and fouls the first pitch off. Coach saying in the pregame show things got a little chippy between these two teams last night. I think most of that centers around Swain pointing Alyssa Brito to the dugout after her strikeout. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2, which was then followed up quickly by a Lindsay Elam home run. Brito was having some fun with it on Twitter last night. It was one of those moments where you look next to DJ and say, did she just do that? Here's the 0-2 pitch. Boy, that just missed on that outer edge. In fact, Jordy Ball had the face mask off and was making her way towards the dugout. One ball, two strikes. Ball is ready. I guess the left-handed hitting first baseman up high, 2-1. Scoreless game, Iowa State. If you're just tuning in on a Saturday afternoon, we played 2 last night. Sooners swept them 6-4 and 9-zip. Oh, you're looking for the sweep here today. The 2-2 pitch, grounded sharply towards the right side. Jennings up with it, throws inning over. 1-2-3. Home run last night to Lindsey Elam. 2 innings last night in game 2. She allowed 3 runs on 3 hits, struck out 2 and walked 1. First pitch to Jada, tried to check her swing. They're going to say she went. On and off speed, Patty Gasso already all over our home plate umpire tonight, which is Steve Gould, shaking her head, mouthing no from the third base coach's box. No balls and a strike to Jada Coleman. Takes the 0-1 pitch low. 1 ball and a strike. On Friday night, Swain was a little bit more effective. In 3 innings, she allowed 3 hits, but despite walking 3, did not give up a run. The 1-1 pitch is a little low, 2 balls and a strike. That 1-1 pitch was pretty much right where the first pitch was. What a crowd, what a scene. Here on an overcast, windy, but pleasant day in Norman. The 2-1 pitch is ball 3. Don't help her, Jada. Don't help her. Make him pitch to you. I'm told that's emblazoned in everyone's mind, and it should be. Is that a word? Emblazoned? Works. 3-1. Pop deep to left field, not deep enough. Ranging over is Spellhog, who makes the catch. And there's 1 away for Jocelyn Allen. Well, mentioning and talking about how nice it is out, maybe it's time to actually give you our Trails Golf Club weather report.
Designated player number 78, Jocelyn Allen.
It is 73 degrees, but we are in the midst of what's being described as a wind advisory. The concerns about rain are not until after 6 p.m. this evening. That band of showers isn't expected to pop up until later into the afternoon, so looks like we're safe here. As the first pitch to Alo is bounced softly to the left side, off a couple hops. Third baseman Pond is up with it, throws across, and there's 2 away. We actually will warm up to a high of 80 degrees this afternoon, so if you're headed down to the spring game, maybe take that into consideration. Windy and gorgeous. That wind's out of the south at 25 miles an hour. It is shaking the flagpoles in center field. Here's the first pitch to Tiare Jennings, and misses outside. Tiare's current average is at 385. And by the way, that full circle weather forecast brought to you by the Trails Golf Club in Norman. You'll experience everything you love about golf and more. Here's the 1-0. In for a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. After her big Wednesday night, Tiare Jennings has had a nice weekend here. 1 for 3 with a run scored and a run batted in game 1 yesterday. 1 for 3 in game 2 with an RBI. The 1-1 pitch misses high, 2 balls and a strike. And there's one thing for certain, these hitters for both teams have seen a ton of each team's ace. 2-1 pitch, check swing, missed low, ball 3. Good take. Swain has thrown 6 innings already this weekend. Jordy Ball threw 5 1/3 here on game 1 on Friday afternoon. 3-1 pitch to Jennings, ball 4. Sooners' first base runner comes on the 32nd walk of the season to Tiare Jennings. And here's Grace Lyons.
Next up for the Sooners, shortstop, number 3, Grace Lyons.
Perfectly executed squeeze last night from Grace Lyons in game number 2. Boy, she's had a nice weekend against Iowa State. 2 for 2 with a run scored, and those 2 runs batted in game 2 last night. And then went 2 for 3 with a couple runs scored in the open. First pitch to Lyons. Checked her swing on an off speed that drops in for a strike. The hot streak continues for Grace. No balls and a strike with Jennings at first. Ooh, just missed outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Scoreless game, bottom of the first. It's Oklahoma and Iowa State in the series finale. One ball, 1 strike to the Sooner shortstop. Here's the pitch. Line drive, right field, past the diving second baseman Simpson into right field. Boy, Grace Lyons is hitting the ball so well down the stretch. She has followed up an 0 for 3 game on Saturday against Texas, an 0 for 2 game on Wednesday against North Texas, with a weekend in which now she has 5 hits and a 3. I mean, that circle visit included not only a coach coming out and talking while the Sooners got the crowd fired up, but then additional longer conversations afterwards. Gianna Johns digs in. First pitch to the super senior is a wild pitch. It skips to the backstop. Everyone will move up 60. Now Johns with that magical runners in scoring position. We're on the season for Jana with runners in scoring position. She's hitting .325. And she takes the 1-0 pitch for strike 1. A ball and a strike. Fuentes, by the way, they sometimes, depending on where you're following, they have Fuentes listed as the DP in the starting lineup. She actually catches. They swap her and Ramos. There's a line drive to left field. It's going to be a hit. Jennings will score. Here comes Lyons. It's a 2-run single as Janet Johns gets the party started in the first with 2 outs, and it's 2-zip Sooners. Jana Johns on the season.
Except for the Sooners, first base number 5.
Now up to 22 and 23. No, 34 and 35 runs batted. And I don't know why I'm trying to look at the complete and total stats when I have them right here in front of my face. 35 runs batted in for Jana Johns, who stands at first as Taylon Snow digs in and takes the first pitch high for ball 1. 2-out hitting. It's been something this season that when it comes for the Sooners, it comes in bunches. And it usually starts with their super seniors. Jana Johns, Taylon Snow, slaps this one foul. Man, it was so good to see Taylon Snow get going this weekend. And she's probably in a spot where she should have a couple more hits than she actually even has this weekend. Ramos has done a nice job in center field snagging a few from her. 1-1 pitch. Well, that caught the upper edge of the strike zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Snow was mired in an 0 for slump and had reached 0 for 15 before this weekend. She went 3 for 3 in the opener yesterday. Said goodbye slump. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, hard hit to short. Shoveling to second for the easy out is Ranchez. And the inning is over. The spring game later this afternoon. Big thanks, by the way, to the entire hard-working crew at our flagship. 107.7 The Franchise not only had a pregame show out here as the first pitch is bounced to the right side. Ball hustles over, picks the ball up, and tags out Malaysia Ochoa as she's coming down the first base line, 1 away. What is Jamie Pinkerton upset about? Is he trying to claim obstruction here? I don't know how it could be. I will say this. There is one thing that Jamie has really been solid. I mean, he has a firm understanding of the rule book. I mean, this dude knows the rules of the sport inside and out. He's on coaches committees, but he got the answer he wanted from our home plate umpire, and as he trots back down to third base. Over at first base for Iowa State is their first-year volunteer assistant Aaron Jackson. 2-zip Sooners, 1 away. Here's Alicia Ranchez. First pitch to the shortstop is grounded to the left side. Easy for Johns. Up with it, 2 away. Kaylee Pond will make her way to the plate. Second innings this season. It's been fun to welcome in the car crash clinic of Dr. Martin Lopez. If you're injured in an auto accident, call the Car Crash Clinic at Dr. Martin Lopez at 405-86-CRASH for the evaluation and treatment you need and deserve. 2 outs for the third baseman, Kaylee Pond. First pitch as she shows bunt, runs through the batter's box and takes strike 1. Big clutch, 2 out. 2-run single by Jana Johns has staked the Sooners to this early 2-zip lead. The 0-1. Ground ball, hard hit to short. Lyons quickly up with it, throws across. How about that? For an efficient 1-2-3 from the party patio in right center field. Baker and several dignitaries from Oklahoma. Saw our man Zach Selman in that right center field patio. As Oklahoma enjoys a 2-zip lead as we head to the bottom of the second. Alyssa Brito will lead things off and takes the first pitch low and away for ball 1. It'll be Brito, Hansen, and Boone for the Sooners with a 2-run lead against Saya Swain. Wind seems like it's shifted just a bit, blowing towards that patio in right field as the 1-0 pitch catches the outside corner, 1-1. Gasso equals go. I'm wearing that every single day, Baker. Well played. 1-1 pitch. Check swing on strike 2. Oh, they're going to say she didn't go. And it's going to be called a ball. Ooh, a pretty good pitch. Two balls and a strike. Sun tries to peek from behind the clouds. Tries to. The 2-1 pitch. A little up, ball 3. Century Roofing brings you our umpire introduction. Century Roofing on guard for Oklahoma. Go to centuryroofingok.com. And the home plate is Steve Gould. Terry Holt at first. Kaylee Young is at third. 1-2 is bounced foul. Wait. The 3-1 is bounced foul. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Got to get my stuff together here today. Let's go, Whitley Simmons. Let's go. We got a full day ahead of us. Full count here for Brito. Hit the walk-off last night, her 12th home run of the season. Has driven in 33 runs. A 3-2 pitch. Line drive, left center field and deep. It'll take a bounce and hit off the wall. Brito rounds first. She'll slide head first into second with a lead-off double. She got a ball in her eyes and turned on it. Chalk up our double for Alyssa Brito. Number 3 on the season. Her 16th extra base hit. And she stands at second as Kinzie Hansen comes to the plate.
Catcher number 9, Kinzie Hansen.
Kinzie got the night off last night in the second game. Had an interesting one, I think is the best way to put it, at the plate in game 1. She finished 0 for 3, but had a run batted in. First pitch with a runner at second is in for a strike from Swain. That first game was just, it was so weird. We were debriefing about it late last night, and of course you have that clean feel of how well the Sooners played in game 2 that looms. The 0-1 pitch to Hansen is in the dirt. Brito's on her way to third, and she'll slide in ahead of the tag. Fuentes did a really nice job of keeping that in front of her. And Jamie Pinkerton is in no rush today. He's going to walk out and have a conversation. It's got to be frustrating when you feel like you have a good angle on it and your call gets shot down. 1-1 grounded to short. Brito breaks late for home. She'll slide in ahead of the tag. Ranchez decided to come home with it. Brito broke a little late. Ranchez, I think, was in shock when she saw Brito going. Hesitated for just a split second. And Brito scores on the fielder's choice by Kinzie Hansen. Huh. How about that? 3-zip Sooners. And we'll credit Alyssa Brito with a stolen base.
Now batting right fielder number 0.
That ball hopped right up to Fuentes. And as Riley Boone comes to the plate, look out. She bombed one out of here last night. Now Jamie Pinkerton is out again. And they're ready to explode here if Riley Boone can put one in the right field bleachers again. What am I talking about? She put it beyond the right field bleachers with her second home run of the season yesterday. Here she lays down a bunt that dies in front of the plate. Oh, they're going to call her out at first base. That's close at first. Ooh. Patty Gasso walks over to the dugout. She's got Lindsey Elam right there. We don't have a great TV replay of it. Coach Z, Coach Z sometimes will have the really good perspective over there, and I didn't see Kristen Zaleski losing her mind too much. Might have been so bang-bang they couldn't challenge it. Boone is out. But it did move Hansen over to second and turns over the lineup. And the first pitch to Jada Coleman is a strike. One of the changes that was made during that long pitching change was that we talked earlier about how we just haven't seen Ramos catch too much. Well, she had just checked in after that pitching change as Coleman laces this one foul. And she popped out behind the plate and made a fantastic play on a ball that I would bet 9 out of 10 times Riley Boone's going to beat that out. Let's check with our official replay correspondent, Richard Martis, and my man Drake Stenberg and see what they think. The 0-2. Ooh, swing and a miss. Good pitch by Spellhog and a rare Jada Coleman strikeout, just her 8th on the season. And there's 2 away.
Next up for the Sooners, number 78, Jocelyn Allo.
Allo digs in, grounded out in her first at bat. Bats with a runner at second, and that wind has the flags in center field pointing straight towards the party patio in right center field. First pitch, line drive that way. One hops the second baseman. Simpson recovers, picks it up, and throws out Allo. Physical spelled different because we are different. And the Sooner Trophy Club. Log on to Soonersports.com/Trophy Club and join today. First pitch to the 7-hole hitter Simpson is in for a strike. Man, Casey Simpson, I I don't know if I did justice to just how hard that ball was hit at her at second base. I mean, it was smoked, and she came away and made the play. Held the Sooners to just a run in the inning. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Way out on her front foot. No balls and 2 strikes. It's kind of fun looking out at Home Run Village. You see fans making their way across the practice field, that area, stopping by to watch a little bit on their way to the spring game. 0-2 is bounced foul. Seats for this game inside the stadium, Sooner softball complex, have been sold out for months. But if you are listening in while you're in the stadium and want to check out the spring game, your Sooner softball ticket gets you a free pass to today's spring game. How about that? Here's the 0-2 pitch from Ball. Mouth foul again. So you guys are already knee-deep in our check-ins. We'll hit those coming up here in mere moments. See what Jordy Ball can do with Casey Simpson in this leadoff spot. Sooners have won 42 straight against Iowa State. The 0-2. In and on her fist and foul. It's a pretty... I mentioned we've had some close games. I mean, 6-4 here on Friday night was tied. 9-7 last year in Ames. Oklahoma is 89-28 in the history of the series with Iowa State. Cyclones haven't won since April of 06. There's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Hansen tags out. Simpson to assure the first out of the inning, second strikeout of the game. Preston, Jennifer, and everyone at the Home Depot 3902 in Oklahoma City are checking in today. Y'all work hard. Steve Dennis in Vegas, Mark Worley in Chagrin Falls, Ohio. Joanne McGuire, Ruan and Joanne are here today. Boomer Sooner. Zane's checking in from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. T-Mac and Bixby. Oh, look at Crystal Fairmont. On her way to the spring game with Leanne Dearman, tuned in on the road as the first pitch is in for a strike to Skylar Ramos. Andy's checking in while watching OU softball at the Woodlands Ironman in the Woodlands, Texas. Bro, that is next level heavy stuff. Ironman competition? Randy. Alan is checked in from Goshen, Indiana. Alan and Rhonda Griffin. No balls. And a strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Almost the center fielder. We're at 0-2, right? Or am I losing my mind? Could be possible. I've gotten ahead of myself like twice. Scoreboard has it 0-1. I've got the count at 0-2. Scoreboard's so confident it makes me question myself. Ball stares in. That right arm swings and in one motion gets the ball out of the glove. She rocks and fires. Ball 1. Teresa Laking checking in from Dell City. Paxton, Cindy, and Bobby in Fox, Oklahoma. Good to see Nanny Johns tuned in today. We've been thinking a lot about your family. Friends Liz and Chuck in South Carolina tuned in. Matt Johnson in Kingsburg, California. Scovin watching from Brooklyn today. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Line shot foul. Good. It was 1-2. Now it's officially 1-2. Never a doubt in my mind, Whitley. Never a doubt. Paul Sullins in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Todd and Shelby checking in from the Lou. Oh, my gosh, I miss St. Louis. 3-1-4. I claim it. Most people from St. Louis would say I'm actually from the wrong side of the river. But shout out to the 3-1-4. Time is called. I think there was... I think the home plate umpire, Steve Gold, noticed that Ramos was having a little bit of a problem with what, a bug? Or with the chirping. I think he might have a little problem with some of the chirping that's coming from the Iowa State dugout. So Jamie Pinkerton's going to make his way over to the dugout. That was interesting. Jamie walks over and kind of gives a pat to Ramos. Well, no, mate. Ramos, it looked like she was messing with a bug around her face. That's what I thought was going on. And whatever it is and whatever the home plate umpire needed from Coach Pinkerton, it's resolved now. It's a second kind of odd delay here in this game. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wind picks up yet again the pitch from Ball. Tried to check her swing. She did not. The ball is loose. Hansen picks it up, throws to first, and there's 2 away. While they were trying to figure out whether or not she swung, the ball skipped away from Hansen, but thankfully Ramos did not take off for first. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. And in Fuentes' spot, Ellie Spellhog will hit here.
Ellie Spellhog.
She digs in from the right side of the plate. The first pitch, she tried to push the bunt, strike 1. I don't think there was too much to debate over that. She was very much committed to going. Academic All Big 12 first-team performer last year for Spellhog. A pitcher who can hit. She pops this one up right side. Is there room for Snow? No, that's right over where, unfortunately, a play was not made by 2 of the members of the marketing department. Caitlin Fournier will have them running laps later today for not making that play. No balls and 2 strikes to Spellhog, who does look very overmatched here. Ball brings it home. Swing and a miss. Inning over. T.I. Jennings will lead things off for the Sooners here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Oklahoma 3, Iowa State 0. 3 runs on 3 hits for the Sooners. Efficiency. First pitch is in for a strike to T.R.A. Jennings. Oh, we love the 3rd inning shout-outs. We might even... We're live during the breaks on the TV side, so we might try to have some fun with that later in the game, depending on how things go. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Jennings. Lifted deep down the right side, slicing foul, though, and out of play. She got a hold of it after walking and scoring a run in the 1st inning. Lefty Lefterson is listening while cutting lawns in Tulsa. Ted and Eva watching in Broken Arrow. Miss Jane Jetson is in Dallas. Glad to see she's recovering well from surgery. Julie and Phil in Des Moines, Iowa. No balls, 2 strikes. Ooh, up high. Oh, I like this one. Whitney is checking in, listening to us on the franchise from their tailgate on campus corner before the spring game. Let's go, Whitney. That's going to be fun today. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Hard hit ball, left side, skips up and is a tough play Ranchez can't make. She knocked it down, but that ball took a wild hop on her late, and Jennings beats it out without a throw. Lou McCraw, OU alum, listening in Raleigh, North Carolina. Good to see Baker throughout the first pitch. Can I get a Gasso equals GOAT t-shirt? I'm already asking, okay? I've called first. Ian, or Lou.
Grace Lyons.
Let's see how they rule that as Grace Lyons comes to the plate. First pitch to the Sooner right-handed hitting shortstop who singled, scored a run in the first. She scored on the 2-run single by Jana Johns and takes the first pitch low for ball 1. That's the scoring so far. A 2-out walk to T.R.A. Jennings in the first, followed by a Grace Lyons single. And then a 2-run single by Jana Johns made it 2-zip. Leadoff double by Alyssa Brito, who proceeded to score after stealing third. The ground out to short by Hansen. The 1-0 pitch to Lyons is bounced to short. Nice play on the short hop, this time by Wrenches. who has only one play, and it's to first to get Lions, and there's one away. Wow. That was maybe even a more difficult play than what she had on the air on that crazy skip she got.
Number 20, Jenna John.
Because she got that on a very late short hop as she was charging hard. Heck of a play, one away. Jennings did advance to second, and they did rule Jennings hit an error. So Tiare reaches on an error. She stands at second, and the first pitch to Johns is inside for ball one. My man Doug Hamilton is checked in, and Broken Arrow today. The York family is listening in while tailgating just east of Sarkeys. Boomer Sooner to my guy Steve York. The 1-0 pitch. Pop foul behind home plate and over the netting. Boy, thought for a second there was a play to be made on that back row. Just over the reach of some Sooner fans enjoying the day. Chris Emerson is in Broken Arrow, outselling Mulch from Boy Scout Troop 252. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Johns, pops a foul. I might have to call Chris. I've heard that pine needles are popular for mulch. Whitley, have you heard that? I don't know. Rumors. Have you ever tried it? No? Boy Scout Troop 252 taking care of you today with the mulch. 1 ball, 2 strikes, a runner at second, 1 out. I love it where you guys are listening from. The 1-2 is up high, 2-2. Doc Coiner is checking in with the Sooner softball champs and prepping for the spring game overlooking Coos Bay. That might be the most scenic spot we're being followed today. I don't know, Larry, and that St. Pete Sooner Den. That's pretty close second. Bryce and Ada. 2-2 is lifted deep to right field and caught at the warning track by Ochoa. Smartly tagging and advancing to third is Jennings. Jana Johns gave it a ride, but came up just short, and 2 outs for Taylon Snow. Get a couple more here. T-Mac is up in Bixby. The Simmons family is tuned in from Montgomery County, Maryland. You got your shout out. Joe in Pensacola. Kent Nuck listening from the 71st floor of the Javora Hotel in Dubai. And how about my man Greg Scallion and the Compete Barbecue team checking in from OKC with beef ribs on the smoker and listening to the game today. A lot of you listening in while you tailgate.
Sooners number 5, Taylor
Kingfisher, that's where Michael is today. In Belcher, Cowboy Sooner in Aberdeen, South Dakota. Here we go. 3-zip Sooners, 2 outs, runner at third. First pitch to Taylon Snow is in for a strike. McKinney family is here in person today, sitting down the third base line. How about that? The old Chucker in South Norman, fairway number 5 on the Jimmy Austin. Jealous, the 0-1 pitch, a little bit low and away. Though, man, I'll tell you what, Larry. I think on some of those holes you're dealing with, at the very least, a 2-club win. Kelly is in Perry, Florida. OU Architect in Budapest, Hungary. Winston-Salz in Borger, Texas. The 1-1 pitch. Line drive into center field. It's a base hit from Snow. The Super Seniors do it with 2 outs today. This one, an RBI single up the middle from Taylon. Jennings scores easily, and it's 4-zip Sooners. RBI for Taylon Snow, number 24 on the season. But how about this weekend for Taylon Snow?
Number 33, Alyssa Brito.
Here's Brito. Ramos steps out from behind the plate, points towards Simpson at second, who moves a little bit. Well, she took a few steps back and then moved back forward to exactly where she was. 4-zip Sooners, runner at first, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to the left fielder. It's a little up and in for ball 1. Brito doubled, stole third, scored a run. In a busy second inning. She led that second inning off with a line drive into left center field that skipped right off the wall. The 1-0 is a little up and in again. 2 balls and no strikes. Spellhogs lost the handle here a bit. By the way, while we're giving shout-outs here today, I did want to give a big thank you to our producer, Matt Goldbranson. 2-0 pitch is a little out 3. Matt's doing a great job back in the franchise studios. He and Josh Condon. It's kind of unique. It's way, way, way inside baseball, but we have been network and will be network the rest of the year, and we're usually directly to our affiliate for most early season games. So in a lot of ways, since we're just direct to 1560 today, it's like a throwback day. The 3-0 is ball 4. Glad Matt's in studio, and we appreciate everyone listening in, like Bobby up in Illinois, Tracy and Michelle, president and vice of the Emerald Coast OU Club, watching from Niceville, Florida. Tiffany Myers in Richdale, Missouri. Karen Day out in California. Randy Davis in Dixon, California. C. Mills, Jim Collins, Beth DeWitt, Mama Cole, Big Zilla, and Ada.
Catcher number 9.
And as always, Granny Karen in the house today. Thank you guys for listening and tuning in to Sooner Softball. All right, let's see if Kinsey Hansen can't add to the fun here today. Hansen reached on a fielder's choice and was credited with a run batted in the second inning. Takes the first pitch up and in for ball 1. 4-zip Sooners, runners at first and second with 2 outs. Wind gusts still around 25 to 28 miles an hour in center field. That's wild. The 1-0 pitch. Hansen had a cut and fouled it straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Snow's at second, Brito's at first. 2-out RBI single by Snow. And the 4-pitch walk to Brito. That run batted in for Hansen in the second inning was her 22nd on the season. Remember, there was a stretch where she didn't play for 2 weeks. Here's the 1-1. Inside, 2-1. What was that official stretch for Kinsey Hansen between games that she started? The injury happened just before the first game against Hawaii. She started the March 7th game against Minnesota. Didn't start again until March 25th. The 2-1 pitch is low and in for ball 3. And in that span, she missed and was unavailable for 4 games. Pinch hit in 4 games, then came back to DP in the opener of the series against Baylor. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Hansen. She lines one to shallow right field, falling fast, but racing in to make the catch is Ochoa to end the inning. Just not even past the 1 hour mark yet. Our first pitch was at 1:07, and we're starting the 4th inning. First pitch is in for a strike. To leadoff hitter Carly Spellhog, who was a strikeout victim in the first. Oh, no, 1:03, excuse me. So we've just pushed past the hour mark. No balls and a strike. Jordy brings it home. Ooh, that's in for a strike. She's looked good. Patty Gasso told us in the pregame show that maybe Jordy didn't have her best stuff last night. Maybe it wasn't the best performance, the typical Jordy ball, but we have seen that and something here today. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 4th straight strikeout of a Cyclone by Jordy Ball, her 5th of the game.
Batting catcher number 44, Michaela Ramos.
Sooners stay the same defensively. Hansen behind home plate with Jordy Ball in the circle. Johns at third, Lyons at short, Jennings at second, Snow at first. Riley Boone's in right, center field is Jada Coleman. And Alyssa Brito out in left. Can report that Baker Mayfield is on his way to the stadium. As the first pitch is a swing and a miss from Michaela Ramos, who popped out to Jana Johns in foul territory in her first at bat of the game. Dr. Susan Walden just tweeted at us, if parking and pedestrian traffic on main campus is a good indicator, the Pack the Palace will be fulfilled. Hard to get out after Sooner Saturday recruiting. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hard hit ball, one hops, Jana Johns. Couple crow hops, throws across, 2 away. Wow. And here's Angelina Allen, the talented first baseman. Shauna Copeland is checked in with the OK School for the Blind in Jackson, Mississippi. They're at a track meet and following along with Sooner softball. Gunny of the Stutzman Army is checked in, listening to us while waiting in line at gate 7. How about that? First pitch swinging off the glove of Ball to Jennings at second. The throw to first is in time. What a play by T.R.A. Jennings on a ball that rolled up the arm of Jordy Ball. Riley Boone will lead things off. After grounding out, well, she laid down a bunt that just died out in front of home plate in the second inning. And a nice play by Ramos, who popped out from behind the plate, and she takes strike one. I'm nervous. They put the GoPro in front of me. You know what happens is I'm going to get excited and I'm going to jump out of view of it, and all you're going to get is you're going to get the bottom of my belly probably. No balls and a strike to Boone. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Or 0-2, excuse me. They're working on a, can I say, just kind of like a behind the scenes? Let's just say our friends at News 9 have something really cool coming up on Sooner softball. That's pretty generic. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch to Boone. Pop foul. Someone had tweeted at me the other day and said, I think you need to wear a shirt that says, softball made you famous. You might not be wrong. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Booney. In the dirt, 1-2. So Gayla Boone had checked in, Riley's mom, earlier today. He tuned in from the stands while she's here. That's commitment now. Oh, I like this. Beery Mike says the big screen at the Red White should have softball on. 1-2 pitch is up high, 2-2. Let's just go ahead and put about 4 more runs on the board here, and then it's not even an issue. The 2-2 pitch. Bounce to the right side. High chopper backing up on it is Simpson. Quick throw to first, not in time. Simpson waited a little bit too long. Decided to play the hop instead of charge it. And Boone beats it out.
Top of the order for the Sooners. Center fielder number 24, Jada Coleman.
Jada Coleman is 0 for 2. Had that rare strikeout. Only her 8th on the season. Still hitting .449 on the season. Had her hitting streak in here last night. She swings through the pitch for strike 1, but the ball gets away from Ramos, and Boone steals second. Boone was on the move. It was, and Nicole Mendez has talked about this with us, it's that soft slap hit and run that Nicole worked on quite a bit. Now Iowa State is going to get together in the circle. Riley Boone was going to come join the Sooner hitters, and Patty Gasso pointed, he's like, no, you stay there. Iowa State comes together with a quick circle visit. Brought to you by Walden's Cleaners and Laundry, where the difference is quality. Meeting's over. This is an Iowa State thing. It's not, listen, it's not a bad thing. but they will do everything they can to take the air out of a balloon when momentum starts going. We'll have a guy in football when the hurry-up offense is going and suddenly someone's got a cramp. It's kind of what Iowa State has when they're trying to slow down your attack. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Jada Coleman. Lifted deep to center field. It's off the wall. Riley Boone will score. Jada Coleman in with an RBI double, and Jada's all kinds of fired up at second base. It's 5-zip Sooners. RBI number 29 for Jada. And Riley Boone's hustle gets the Sooners their 5th run of the game. And here's Jocelyn Allo. I think they're going to walk.
Next up for the Sooners.
Now, Spellhog is motioning to the dugout. I don't know why I just did the motion like you'd be able to see it on the radio or something. I think she wants the numbers given a little bit higher on the actual call. Now she's better from the Iowa State dugout as the first pitch to Allo, well inside, ball 1. Jossie's 0 for 2 here today. In the 9-zip Sooner win, she went 1 for 1 with a couple of walks and scored 2 runs. Game number 1, she went 2 for 4 with a run scored. Here's the 1-0. This is away, 2 balls and no strikes. Fantastic atmosphere here today. The fans came early. They immersed themselves in the fun of Home Run Village, and they've helped propel the Sooners to a 5-zip lead. Lifted deep, foul on the left field line. Ooh, oh no, oh no. There was a fan in the stands that had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Oh. Now he's making excuses. Come on, man. 2 balls and a strike. It's a tough play, especially barehanded, especially off the bat of Allo. I might have just ducked. 2 balls and a strike with a runner at second and nobody out. The pitch. Check swing on ball 3. We'll check with that. I still don't understand that. I might need to talk to my personal rules expert, Stephen York, because I've never understood with a right-handed hitter why you would ever check with the third base umpire to see if she swung or not. Doesn't make any sense. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Oh, she swung at that, and she drilled it deep to right center field and gone! Jocelyn Allo bombs one into the party patio in right center field, and Oklahoma is up 7-zip. Home run number 22 on the season for Jocelyn Allo. Her first of the weekend, and continue to add to that home run total in her career, number 110. And it was a no-doubter over the right center field wall.
Kiara Jennings.
Jossie gives the curtain call, and with nobody still out in the bottom of the 4th, here's the first pitch to Jennings. Hot shot to short. Nice play by Ranchez. Off the hop, throws across, 1 away. You got a crazy person jumping around, so I'm sorry. Here's Grace Lyons. Lyons is 1 for 2. Singled and scored a run in the first inning, grounded out to short in the 3rd.
Shot number 3, Grace Lyons.
That season average for Lyons is up to 435, and she takes one up and in for ball 1. How about this weekend for Grace Lyons against Iowa State? 2 for 3 in the opener. A 9-zip win. She was 2 for 2. A couple of runs batted in. The 1-0 pitch is in for a strike, 1-1. Sooners have hit now 5 home runs on the weekend. Only had 1 in game 1 yesterday from Jana Johns. Brito, Elam, and Boone went yard in game 2. There's a line drive to left center field. It's down for a hit. Hard turn, and Lyons will take off for second as the ball is misplayed in center. It's a 1-out double for Grace Lyons. And another multiple hit game for Grace Lyons this weekend. 2 for 2 last night. 2 for 3 yesterday afternoon. And 2 for 3 here today. Man, after a quick 0 for 5 stretch, that's 6 hits in 3 games. And here's Jana Johns with a runner at second, 1 out. You guys know where this game is right now. You push Grace Lyons across, we might be starting real early to the spring game as the first pitch is outside for ball 1. 7 runs on 8 hits for the Sooners. And multiple hit game, number 40 in the career of Grace Lyons, 12th this season. That's so cool. The 1-0 is in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, you will, I believe, bust out on Thursday. Is that no Wednesday? Wow. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Johns. Up high. 2 balls and a strike. Sooners will play Thursday against Kansas. Oh, so is that right? Okay. Thursday against Kansas City. And their final midweek of the season. And then their final road trip to Lawrence, Kansas, where the Jayhawks were swept yesterday by North Texas. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Johns takes it low and in. If you weren't with us for last night's game, we were a little later than usual, but we're following a lot of good softball across the country last night, including that A&M upset over Alabama. Swing and a miss at the 3-1 full count. UCLA rallied last night to beat Oregon State. And Oklahoma State, another orange and black squad, walked off Texas on Cottrell's game-winning home run in the 9th. Most of the big-time action is later this evening. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch to Johns. Ball 4. So here's Taylon Snow. And as Walk It Out is played on the PA here, smooth. Here's Taylon Snow. RBI single in the 3rd inning. She's 1 for 2, and she takes the first pitch low and away. Had a 3 for 3 game in game 1 on Friday. Shook off that mini slump. 1 ball and no strikes. Little out, 2-0. Lindsay Elam has moved into the on-deck circle. I don't know if thought might be to load it up to get you a force anywhere, but neither one of those pitches looked too terribly close to the strike zone from Spellhog. Yeah, they might be kind of unintentionally pitching around Snow here. And by the way, she's been on fire all weekend long too. Maybe. Three balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch to Snow. Called strike, 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch, looped down the left field line, slicing away from Spellhog in foul territory. 3 balls and 2 strikes. First and second, 1 out. There's another line drive, same spot, foul territory. And the fans yell, good battle. This has been a good battle between Snow and Spellhog. Well, we originally thought, jumping out 3-0, maybe they're trying to set up a situation where they'd rather pitch to Elam, but they've come after here Snow and attacked her. The 3-2 pitch. Lined deep to left field. It's going to be caught at the warning track, or maybe just short of it there by Spellhog. And there's 2 aways. 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Patty Gasso will use the super senior Lindsey Elam. See how I do, Whitley. Elam, Snow, Johns, Allo, and Troutwine. 5 super seniors on this team. Did I say Johns? Yeah, Johns, yeah, Allo. So we're good. 5. There's 6? I think I'm right.
Number 22.
Elam, Johns,
Elam.
Meaners, Troutwine, and Allo, yeah. Which means, I appreciate Gary Bonner who sent me a link for this the other day just to kind of keep tabs on things. Those are the only 5 players on the Sooners roster who will be out of eligibility after this year. There's a wild pitch on the first pitch to Elam, and everyone moves up 60. Now I say only in that you have your everyday third baseman, your everyday first baseman, the greatest college softball hitter of all time, a 3-time captain, and a starting pitcher who has been fantastic this year in Hope Troutwine. So it's definitely going to leave a void. Oklahoma will have a lot of talent coming back. Here's the 1-ball, no-strike pitch. Grounded foul. Look out. That's Brito was standing in that entrance to the dugout, and it almost got her. And skipped into the Sooner dugout. She had to do a little dance to get out of the way. By the way, speaking of Alyssa Brito in the Sooner dugout, one of the first people I heard from today was her dad, who was tuned in, all in today for Sooner softball. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Line drive, right field, down for a hit in fair territory. Lions scores. Here comes Jana Johns. Hello, run rule territory on a 2-run bloop single by Lindsey Elam. It's 9-0 Sooners. And Kinsey Hansen will step to the plate. Will she actually face Spellhog here? Or will Iowa State look to slow this down yet again? Anyway, thank you, Brandon. It made my day to hear from you, bud.
Hansen.
Even though Brito was pinch hit for there, she's had one heck of a weekend, and here we go. Pitching change as called. Let's go ahead and take a quick 60-second. New pitcher for Iowa State, Scarlett Charles. 7-5 on the season. Opponents hitting .308 against her with runners on base, a 4.07 ERA. And she'll pitch to Hansen. First pitch in for a strike. With Elam at first, it's 9-0 Sooners. Oklahoma is hitting .455 with runners on base today. They're 5 for 11. And how about this number? OU is 4 for 7 with 2 outs. As Hansen digs in with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th, the pitch, a little in. 1 ball, 1 strike. 9 runs on 9 hits. A Jocelyn Allo home run here in the 4th. The only home run from the Sooners today. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hansen. Kinsey is 0 for 2 but has an RBI and lines one down the right field line foul. Kristen Zaleski had to do a little quick movement. By the way, we got to find film tape somewhere. Jim Poppy Gasso is constantly telling us about the greatness of Kristen Zaleski when she was a player. A graduate of Texas State in 2004. had a long and storied career. 1-2 pitch popped up towards us. No, couldn't make a play. I stuck my hand out the window like it might have magically fallen in my hand or something. Didn't work. 1 ball and 2 strikes. A little more deliberate approach here from Carly Charles, who toes the rubber and brings home the 1-2. It's up and away. This inning, this half inning to be exact, feels like it's lasted about as long as the game itself. In other words, the 3.5 innings leading up to it, and then all of a sudden the bottom of the 4th, and boom. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Hansen. Popped up, shallow right field, racing out is Simpson, the second baseman, to make the catch, and in the inning. Nacho Express and Kona Ice. And OG&E, we energize life. 1 ball and no strikes to the right-handed hitting shortstop, Ranches, who grounded out to third her last time up. Couldn't stop her swing on a pitch up in the zone. 1 ball and a strike. 9-0 Sooners. 9 runs on 9 hits. And Oklahoma hitting .500 with 2 outs in this game. Unbelievable performance. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Iowa State's only bright light on the scoreboard that isn't a 0 is the 2 errors that they've committed. 1-2 from Ball. Swing and a miss! 6th strikeout of the game for Jordy Ball. Oklahoma's 1 out away. After losing a Saturday game against Texas, they're attempting to put together their 4th straight win, with 3 of those 4 wins in run rule fashion. 2 outs for Kaylee Pond. First pitch to Pond is a little low, ball 1. One ball and no strikes. Ball brings it home. Moving all around in the batter's box was Pond. And she takes it outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Left-handed hitting Pond deep in the batter's box. Trying to keep this game alive for Iowa State. The 2-0 is up high, ball 3. Now with a 3-0 count, pretty big moment in this game here. Pond very deliberate. She'll likely be take all the way here, as the 3-0 pitch is in for a strike. 3-1. Okay. Three balls and 1 strike. Ball swings that right arm. She's ready. The 3-1 pitch. Ball 4, and the first base runner for Iowa State comes on a walk with 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. Unbelievable. 14 up, 14 down until a walk to Kaylee Pond, and here's Casey Simpson. Oh, man. Simpson, a strikeout victim in the 3rd, takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. Ooh. 1 ball and no strikes. There's a line drive to center field, and it falls for a hit. And Iowa State down to its final out and gets a walk by Kaylee Pond to break up the perfect game, and then a single by Casey Simpson to break up the no-hitter with 2 outs in the 5th. Unbelievable. And I didn't say anything.
Number 21, Skylar Ramos.
I wanted to. I did mention that she was no-hitting them after 3. But when we got to the 4th, I felt like I didn't jinx it. Well, it's still 9-zip Sooners. You'd love to get out of here in run rule fashion. Skylar Ramos struck out her last time up. First pitch, fouled that one off towards the Sooner dugout for strike 1. Speaking of the Sooner dugout, you see Tria Coleman up, bringing some energy down there. Allo debriefing with Jackie Livingston, Sid Romero. That entrance to the dugout is where Macy McAdoo sits, charting pitchers. The 0-1 pitch. In for a strike, 0-2. She took a perfect game into the 5th with 2 outs and lost her no-no on a single following the walk. Now Jordy Ball just wants to finish this game. The 0-2. Ground ball, back to ball. Easy play. She'll throw to first. Win column Sooners. Game over. Oklahoma sweeps the Cyclones again. They've won 43 straight against Iowa State. And Oklahoma bounces back from its first loss of the season last Saturday to put forth one of its most complete performances of the season. 9-zip, Oklahoma wins it, and they're 42-1 on the season.